So this work is very heartfelt for me. It's very personal, and it's built upon a foundational belief. And this is where I need to tell you that there are some blanks in your workbook. It's not because I think you're 3 years old. It's because sometimes I don't want to give away the content. And I also think there's something to writing things down. It helps you kinetically remember it. So this is one of those times. This foundational belief is that we have unlimited potential and a limited capacity. So when I say limited capacity, I'm talking about mainly two things. The first one, as we're all well too aware, is time. I don't know about you, but I have 24 hours in a day, and my body would really like me to sleep for about a third of those. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to have more? Just the output that they have seems like, are they sleeping? What are they doing? What is this magic that helps them write 12 novels in a year? So not only do we have only 24 hours in a day, but we have an unknown number of days left. So that is what I mean by a time constraint. The next constraint is that we all have amazing, but very limited human bodies. We have brains that need glucose about every 90 minutes in order to function. We have bodies that need sleep, need rest, need repair. We have bodies that break down on a regular basis. My hope for this program is that I reach you before you break. I had to learn this the hard way. I was a very type A kid. My whole life, I was going. I took my health for granted until I was 22 and I was a senior and I broke my back in a car accident. In fact, if you'd come 10 minutes before the show, you would have seen my friend in the back adjusting my shoulder for me. So the universe keeps reminding me that I'm mortal. I'm fighting Lyme disease right now. I have to sleep. I have to learn how to prioritize my day. But some of my clients, my coaching clients, come to me at the breaking point. And just in the past 2 years alone, I have had clients who've had an eye twitch, who have had diabetes, high blood pressure, divorce, kids not talking to them, and heart attack. So I don't want that to happen to you. So there are two emotional things that happen to us when we overcommit. And these are two of the most toxic emotions: guilt and resentment. We feel guilt when we believe we've done something wrong or when we haven't done enough. So often, when we say no to somebody, we get a hit of guilt. Guilt is good for only one thing, and that is to signal that we've done something wrong. So Sylvan, if you took the sandwich of your neighbor out of the refrigerator and ate it, that was wrong, and you should fix that, right? But most of the time, we are apologizing for things that we didn't do wrong. And truly, there is a gift in declining requests. Has anybody ever been told yes when the person actually didn't have time to do it, and the person didn't do it, or didn't do it well, or was way behind what the deadline was? Because they overcommitted. Wouldn't you have preferred that they told you in the beginning, I can't do that. I can't do it by this time. I could do it if you gave me 3 months. But we feel guilty. Resentment is even less useful than guilt. Resentment is what we feel when we think we've done too much and you're not pulling your weight. And I think Mandela said it best when he said resentment is like drinking poison and expecting it to kill your enemies. It only makes you sick. But it's a very, very common emotion. There is a one-word clue, and I wish there was a red light that would go off every time we said or thought this word, because it is a sure indicator that you are feeling guilt or resentment. And that word is should. We should on ourselves all the time. I should eat better. I should exercise more. I should be nicer. I should be more patient. I should go to bed earlier. I should... Of course, nobody's saying I should find a new job. I know none of you are saying that. How do we feel when we say these things to ourselves? I should. We feel guilty. And we don't feel motivated. We just feel guilty. Shoulds don't motivate us. When we say should about other people, then we feel resentment. It's like when we say it, we think there's a magic wand that's going to change them. Does it ever work? Just resenting somebody and thinking they should do something different? It doesn't work. Feel the resentment oozing off of you, and it might damage your relationship with them, but it's not magic. So we're going to have a little fun with this. And there is space in your workbook on page 2, and I want you to just we're going to take about 30 seconds. Just brainstorm any shoulds you tell yourself on a regular basis.